Hello dear students, how are you all? I TAUSIF welcome you once again on this wonderful platform Exampore, and today we are going to finalize the chapter preposition that we have been studying for 3-4 days, right? So I hope that now you are familiar with this particular topic, that is preposition, and today we'll solve some more questions, some important questions, so that you may find the same concept in examinations. Okay, so yesterday we had solved up to question number 30. Today we will start with question number 31. Okay, today we will start with question number 31, right? So the very first thing you have to do is to share the session as much as possible so that more and more students may join us, right? So this is your duty, my dear friends, to share the session, please. I want you to share the session as much as possible. Okay, so here we have question number 31. We have question number 31. Try to solve this question. Okay, so here we have. Good morning, Deepak. How are you? So here we have a question number 31. First question is, we cannot hold stray cattle responsible for the loss or damage to crops. We cannot hold stray cattle responsible for the loss or damage to crops. What is the error in this sentence? What is the error in this sentence? We cannot hold stray cattle responsible for the loss or damage to crops. What is the error in this sentence? We cannot hold stray cattle responsible for the loss or damage to crops. What is the error in this sentence? Sitaramji, good morning. How are you? Okay. Now let me tell you the rule. If there are two words, followed by different prepositions, if there are two words followed by different prepositions, both the prepositions must be used. Okay, so the rule is, if there are two words followed by different prepositions, both the prepositions must be used, right? Let me tell you with an example. Animals which live on both on land and water. Okay, for example, see, this is a sentence: animals which live on both on land and water, right? Now here we have two words, land and water. Okay, and both the words are used with live, right? Now if someone live in water and someone lives on land, okay, it means that with the word water we have to use in. Like we do not live on water, we do not live under water, we live in. Matlab, not we actually, those who live in water, like there are many animals who live in water like fish, okay, so live in water and lives on land, okay, like we human live on land and fishes live in water, okay. So with water we have to use in and with land we have to use on, right? But in this sentence what is the error? Animals which live on both on land and water. So here only the word on has been used with both land and water, so this is the error. So to avoid this error you need to add in before water, okay. So the sentence would become animals which live on both on land and in water, on land and in water. Like if we have two words which have different prepositions, both the prepositions must be used, okay. Same is the case with this sentence, we cannot hold stray cattle responsible for the loss or damage to. Now here we have two words, loss or damage, okay. Now loss and damage, we have two words, right? Now here we have only one preposition, to. It means that we have used to for the word damage and we have used to for the word loss as well, but actually loss is followed by of and damage is followed by to. Loss is followed by of and damage is followed by to. So with damage we have to, no problem, but with loss we do not have any preposition. If there is no preposition after loss, it is considered that to is the preposition of loss also, so this is wrong. So to avoid this error we need to write of after loss. So the sentence would become, we cannot hold stray cattle responsible for the loss of or damage to. We cannot hold the stray cattle responsible for the loss of or damage to crops, okay. So the error is in third part, after loss we need to add of, okay. No Sitaram, we cannot use on before both, because with water we have to use in and with land we have to use on, okay. You cannot say that we live on water because nobody can live on water, right? Okay. Now the next one, question number 32. Question number 32. No one can debar a hard-working man to achieve in any field. No one can debar a hard-working man to achieve. See, here the word debar, always remember that debar, prohibit, prevent, refrain, all these words have same meaning. Debar, prohibit, prevent, refrain, all these words have same meaning, okay. The meaning of these words are to stop someone from doing something, okay. Now all these words have same meaning and all these words are followed by preposition from, and then ing form of verb. Okay, all these words are followed by from, and after from we need ing form of verb. Like after all prepositions, okay, prepositions are always followed by ing form, right? So here we have the word debar. Okay, now after debarred we need from. So here in place of to we need from, and after from we need ing form of verb. So it will become achieving. In place of achieve it becomes achieving. To achieve will be changed into from achieving. Okay, now the next one. A student should refrain to associating himself with any political party. Okay, what is the error in this sentence? A student should refrain to associating himself with any political party. What is the error in this sentence? I have just explained this concept to you. A student should refrain. See, I have just told you some words. Which are followed by from as a preposition. Okay, the words are debar, prohibit, prevent, and refrain. So refrain is also such a word which is followed by from. Okay, so in this sentence, a student should refrain. So here we have the word refrain, which must be followed by from. So here in place of to we need from. Here in place of to we need from, right? And from is followed by ing form. So ing form is already given, so no need to change it, right? So the error is in the second part. Refrain from. Okay, refrain from associating. Good morning, Dashrath. Okay, now the next one, 34. The chairman did differ with me in this matter, but he allowed me to proceed. The chairman did differ with me in this matter, but he allowed me to proceed. What is the error in this sentence? What is the error in this sentence? The chairman did differ with me in this matter, but he allowed me to proceed. The chairman did differ with me in this matter, but he allowed me to proceed. What is the error in this sentence? Yes, please try to solve this question. This might be no error. Okay. Any idea, any guess? Deepak, Sitaram, Dashrath, anyone? Any idea that what should be the error in this sentence? See, here we have a word differ. Okay. Now, differ or different. Differ or different. Both the words are followed by from. Okay. Whether it is differ or it is different, both the words are always followed by from. Okay. Now, questions are often asked using with or than, with, differ and different respectively. See, for example, this watch is different than the one we saw in the showroom. Okay, this is also a very obvious question that can be asked in examination. Okay, in this sentence we have the word different. Now students often think that different is like comparative degree which should be followed by than, but it is not true. As I told you that differ and different, both the words are followed by from. So here after different we need from. Okay, so use of than is wrong. In place of than we need from. This watch is different from the one we saw in the showroom. This watch is different from the one we saw in the showroom. This should be the correct answer. So differ and different are always followed by from. Okay, differ and different are always followed by from. So here the sentence is the chairman did differ with me. So here in place of with we need differ from me. Okay, differ from me. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, now the next one. Question number 35. He had a suspected tumor, so he was admitted in the hospital. Okay, what is the error in this sentence? What is the error? He had a suspected tumor, so he was admitted in the hospital. Deepak Singh said admitted to. Anyone else? Pratima, to. Wonderful, guys. See, the word admitted is always, admit is always followed by to. Okay, admit is always followed by to. See, I have told you several times that there are fixed prepositions that you must learn. Okay, if you haven't learned fixed prepositions means there are certain verbs which are followed by certain prepositions, right? So if you haven't learned fixed prepositions, you won't be able to solve questions based on prepositions, right? So in order to solve questions based on prepositions effectively, you must learn fixed preposition as many as possible. Okay, and one more thing, preposition is a very important topic because spotting error, fill in the blanks, close test, sentence improvement, prepositions can be asked in any of these sections, right? So learn prepositions as many as possible. So here, as I told you, that admit is not followed by in, it is followed by to. So the sentence would be he had a suspected tumor, so he was admitted to the hospital. Okay, now the next one, question number 36. If you promise to put your heart to it, I am sure. Now such questions are really very important. Okay, these types of questions are very important. Now you must be wondering that sir has said these types, so what is the type of this question actually? See, questions based on idioms, phrases, questions based on idioms and phrases, these are very important. Okay, because the only way to solve these questions is to learn idioms and phrases. Okay, if you know that a particular set of words is an idiom, then only you will be able to solve, otherwise you will get no idea, right? So if you promise to put your heart to it, I am sure that you will be a winner. Who would like to try? Who would like to try? Can anybody tell me the right answer, or even if you want to make a guess, please go ahead. Okay, Pratima said into. Put your heart into. Wonderful. Sitaram and Pratima, both of you are absolutely right. See, this is a phrase. This is a phrase. Okay, to put heart into something, right? To put heart into something. This is a phrase, right? And the only rule of a phrase is that you cannot change, you cannot replace, you cannot add, you cannot remove even an article. Okay, you cannot change a phrase, right? If there is article A in a phrase, you cannot replace it by the, or you cannot remove it. So phrases are very much fixed. You cannot change or replace even a single word, right? So if the phrase reads put heart into, if the phrase is put heart into, you can never change it with in. Okay, so you have to use into. So here in place of if you promise to put your heart to it, in place of to we need into. Okay, in place of to we need into. Okay, now the next one, question number 37. Doctors have advised me to walk at least 2 miles by foot. Now tell me what is the error. And one more thing I want you to keep in mind, that there is one more option in these question, and that is no error. So consider that option too. Okay. Doctors had advised me to walk at least 2 miles by foot. Okay. Sitaram said on. Okay. Anyone else? Pratima also said on. Wonderful. Sitaram and Pratima, you are absolutely right. Here doctors have advised me to walk at least 2 miles by foot. Okay, by foot is a wrong expression. In place of by we need on foot. Okay, we do not walk by foot, we walk on foot. Okay, so here the use of by is wrong. In place of by we need on. Okay, now the next one. Which YouTube channel has he subscribed for? Which YouTube channel has he subscribed for? What is the error in this sentence? Which YouTube channel has he subscribed for? Which YouTube channel has he subscribed for? Pratima 2. Okay. Sitaram also said 2. Okay. Right. So the word subscribe is always followed by 2. Right? Subscribe is always followed by 2. If I write you should subscribe my channel, this is wrong. You should subscribe my channel, this is wrong. Here after subscribe we need to. You should subscribe to my channel. Okay, you should subscribe to my channel. I have subscribed to your channel. So subscribe is always followed by to. And the word subscribe is not used only with YouTube channel. We subscribe to newspapers, we subscribe to magazines, we subscribe to newsletters, right? Whatever services we are taking, we subscribe to them. Okay, so subscribe is not only used with like YouTube channels or other channels, it can be used with printed forms also. Okay, so here in place of for we need to. Okay, in place of for we need to. Now the next question. My teachers congratulated me for my success in the SSC CGL Tier 2 exams. Now what is the error in this sentence? What is the error in this sentence? My teachers congratulated me for my success. Pratima said on. Okay, so Pratima, you are absolutely right, beta. In place of for, we need on. Okay, because congratulate is always followed by on. Okay, congratulate is followed by on, right? So here in place of for, we need on. My teachers congratulated me on my success in the SSC CGL Tier 2 exam. Okay, congratulate me on. Okay, now the next one. You should have availed yourself with this wonderful opportunity. You should have availed yourself with this wonderful opportunity. What is the error in this sentence? You should have availed yourself with this wonderful opportunity. What is the error here? You should have availed yourself. See, always remember that the word avail is always followed by reflexive pronoun if there is no object, in the absence of object. Okay, so this can be also a question. Okay, so after availed use of reflexive pronoun is compulsory in the absence of object. So availed yourself. Okay, this could also be the question. Now one more thing, as a reflexive pronoun is compulsory after avail, the same way avail is necessarily followed by of. Okay, of should be there after avail, like avail is always followed by the preposition of. So here in place of with we need of, in place of with we need of. Okay, right, let's see the next question. Question number 41. When I reached the station, it was 11:15 in my watch. When I reached the station, it was 11:15 in my watch. What is the error? Deepak, Sitaram, Pratima, and all those whoever are watching me right now, please. When I reached the station, it was 11:15 in my watch. Pratima said on. Pratima, I think that you should read the sentence one more time and read it carefully. Sitaram said by my watch. Okay, Deep. So we have got three answers. Pratima said on, Deepak Singh said no error, and Sitaram said by my watch. Would you like to change your answers? Pratima, Deepak and Sitaram, would you like to change your answers? Okay, so here when I reached the station, it was 11:15. 11:15 by my watch is the right answer, because time is not there in the watch, time is by the watch. Okay, time is not there in the watch, like a watch does not hold time in it, it gives time. Okay, time is given by a watch, right? So a watch is not like a room or box which holds time in it. Okay, you cannot use in with a watch, right? So it should be when I reached the station, it was 11:15 by my watch. Okay, in means like, if you are using in, it means like a watch is like a box which holds a time in it. So it cannot be the right preposition to be used with watch. Okay, now the next one, question number 42. Ravi suggested to his friend that he should buy a house at a posh colony. Ravi suggested to his friends that he should buy a house at a posh colony. Ravi suggested to his friends that he should buy a house at a posh colony. What is the error in this sentence? Ravi suggested to his friend that he should buy a house at a posh colony. Ravi suggested to his friend that he should buy a house at a posh colony. What is there? Sitaram said in a posh colony. Okay, anyone else who would like to answer this question? Ravi suggested to his friend that he should buy a house at a posh colony. Jarsha suggested his. Dashrath, in a. Okay. Okay, let me explain a few things. The very first thing, that don't get confused with the use of to after suggested, because it is right. Suggested is always followed by to as a preposition, right? You cannot write I suggested my friend. Okay, the word suggested cannot be followed by object. This is wrong. You have to use preposition to after suggested. Okay, I suggested to my friend is right. So the word suggested is always followed by to. Okay, few more things are there that you need to understand about the word suggested, because this can be a possible question. Okay, so let me explain. The very first thing I told you, that suggested is always followed by to then object. Okay, it is always followed by to then object. For example, suggested friend is wrong, suggested to friend is right. Okay, second thing, if there is no object, after suggested, it is followed by ing form. Okay, if there is no object after suggested, it is followed by ing form. For example, I suggested to go out. This is wrong. There is no object after suggested, like 2 plus v1. This is not the object, this is infinitive. Object means noun or pronoun, right? So if there is no object after suggested, it should be followed by ing form. So this is wrong. It should be I suggested going out. I suggested going out, right? So one more rule is there. One more thing you have to keep in mind, that suggested should always be followed by that clause, not 2 plus v1. Okay, 2 plus v1, that is called full infinitive. Full infinitive is not allowed after the word suggested. Okay, suggested is always followed by that clause. Now what does a that clause means? That clause means that plus subject plus should plus v1. This is called that clause, right? So if the sentence is I suggested to my friend to buy a house. Okay, so here after suggested, there are two errors. One error, that after suggested we need to. Okay, suggested to my friend. And second error, we cannot use 2 plus v1, we have to use that clause. So in place of to buy, we need that he should buy. Okay, so both the questions can be asked after suggested. If 2 is missing, you have to put a 2 after suggested, and 2 plus v1 is not allowed. In place of 2 plus v1, we need that clause. That clause includes subject plus should plus v1 plus object. Okay, so in this sentence, Ravi suggested to his friend that he should buy a house in. Here in place of at, we need in. A house in a posh colony. So any place which is covered, right, which is covered, we have to use in, right? So colony is also a covered place, so we have to use in with the colony. Okay, now the next one. He is accused at stealing money from a temple. He is accused at stealing. He is accused at stealing money from a temple. What is the error in this sentence? He is accused at stealing from a temple. He is accused at stealing money from a temple. What is the error in this sentence? He is accused at stealing. Sitaram ji, you are absolutely right. Yes. Jarsha, you are also right. Accused, the word accused is always followed by of. Okay, the word accused is always followed by of. So here in place of at, we need of. He is accused of stealing money from a temple. He is accused of stealing money from a temple. This is the right answer. Okay. Yes, Sitaram, Jarsha, Rajendran, Pratima, all of you are absolutely right. Okay. Now the next one. Question number 44. The atmosphere consists many inert gases also. Now tell me the error in this sentence. The atmosphere consists many inert gases also. What is the error in this sentence? We discussed this question yesterday, if you remember. Okay, so here we have the word consist. Okay, and consist is always followed by of. Consist of is equal to comprise, right? So consist is followed by of, but comprise is never followed by of. So you should know the difference between these two words. Okay, you should know the difference between these two words, that consist is always followed by of and comprise is not followed by of, because consist of means comprise. Okay, so here after consist we need of. Consist of. The atmosphere consists of many inert gases also. Okay, now the last one. We disposed of our old car before moving to Chennai. We disposed of our old car before moving to Chennai. What is the error in this sentence? We disposed of our old car before moving to Chennai. What is the error in this sentence? We disposed of our old car before moving to Chennai. Madana Rajendran said 1. What is the error in the first part? Jarsha said of. Right. Absolutely right. The word disposed. The word disposed is followed by of, not of. Okay. The word disposed is followed by of, of, right? So here in place of OFF of, we need OF of. Okay. Now, if you have any doubt, if you want to ask anything about English grammar, please feel free to ask me. Okay, if you want to ask anything, any of your doubt, please, any of your doubts, please go ahead. Jarsha, Madana, Sitaram, Pratima, whatever you wanna ask, please go ahead and ask me. If you want me to arrange a Zoom session for discussion or for doubt solving, please let me know. I'll arrange that. Sure, Sitaram, I'll definitely share this PDF. No problem. Okay, I'll definitely share this PDF. No problem. You will get this PDF in our application. If you haven't downloaded the Example official apps yet, please go ahead and download it right now, register, and you will get all the PDFs and all the learning material in the app itself. Okay, so if you want to ask anything, see, as far as prepositions are concerned, the very first thing you have to do is to prepare prepositions. The very first thing is to learn prepositional phrases. Okay, learn prepositional phrases. Second, learn fixed preposition. Okay, and third thing is practice as much as possible. Okay, learn prepositional phrases, learn fixed prepositions, and practice as much as possible. This is the much required task. Okay, because as I said, prepositions are very important in close test, in fill blanks, in errors. Prepositions are very important. Okay, and if you haven't learned fixed prepositions, you won't be able to solve question. Okay, you won't be able to solve questions because only fixed preposition and prepositional phrases have been asked in examination. Okay, so learn prepositional phrases as much as possible, learn fixed preposition as many as possible, and practice as much as possible, right? So this is the only thing that you have to do. Okay, so this much for today. See you in the next class. Till then, goodbye. And one more thing, as I said, if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me anytime. Okay, I am always there for you. I may not be a great teacher, but I am ready to work hard for you. Okay, I may not be a great teacher. I am an ordinary teacher, I know, but I am ready to work hard for you. If I'll be very happy to help you in all possible ways. Okay, but I'll be able to help you only if you share your problems, you share your doubts with me. Okay, so see you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.